Beat is powered by KSLSports.com.
Utah State has played San Diego State 13 times. The Aggies have beaten the Aztecs just once back in 1967. 10 straight losses in the series. What better time to break through than in their conference opener tonight? You expect Jordan Love and that offense to make plays, but so far it's the defense that has been standing out in San Diego. The Aggies have 4 tackles for loss in the first half. They've held the Aztecs to just a field goal, and it was the Aggie defense that scored the game's first touchdown. The Aggies win the tip drill, and it's picked off by Shaq Bond. He takes it to the house. The Aggies added 2 Dominic Eberle field goals to take a 13-3 lead. Then with 1 minute left in the first half, the Aggie offense catches fire. Jordan Love deep to Savon Scarver. A 48-yard gain. That sets up the Aggies' first offensive touchdown. Jalen Warren, the former East High star. The Aggies with a 20-3 lead at the half. All right, BYU fans, be honest. If I told you before the season BYU would go 2-2 against 4 Power 5 teams to open the season, you'd take it, right? Well, they already clinched that with the USC win. They had a chance to make it 3-1, hosting the Washington Huskies. BYU going with the retro uniforms, helmets, and field paint. It was a cool look, a tribute to the past. The legend Derwin Gray in the house, waving the flag, firing up the fans, but it didn't take long to learn who the best team was. Washington was in control from the start. What a catch in the corner of the end zone by freshman running back Richard Newton. Then with 3:50 left in the first, Jacob Eason throws a strike to Aaron Fuller. It's 14-3 Huskies. Then next BYU possession, Zach Wilson. Sacked by Ryan Bowman. It's a fumble, and it's a scoop and score for Brandon Wellington, 69 yards. Washington led 21-3 after 1. BYU got back in it in the second quarter, down 24-3. Zach Wilson goes to his tight end, Matt Bushman, who had a big day. 2 big catches on this drive. He would set up a score for Emmanuel Asupa. His first touchdown as a Cougar. BYU down 24-9 after a missed extra point. The defense comes up big. Washington going for it on 4th near the goal line, and BYU comes up with a stop. Then with 26 seconds left, Jake Oldroyd from 54 yards. And it's good. BYU down just 12 at the half. The news in the second quarter wasn't all good, though. Starting running back Tyson Williams with a nice play, but takes a hit on his knee. He had to be helped back to the locker room. His mother in town from South Carolina to watch him play. She was devastated. He was walking on his own power on the sideline in the second half, but did not return to the game. The Cougars press on without him, and it was tough going. Third quarter, all Washington. Jacob Eason, his 3rd touchdown pass of the game to Andre Baselia, 35 yards, 31-12 Huskies. BYU has to punt on their next possession. They punt to Aaron Fuller. And it's a full house. He takes it to the house. 88 yards.
We take pride in special teams here, and so it's just like having that go off on us, like it's not going to happen again. We're going to make sure of that. And like I said, just doing your 111, staying in your lanes, and Coach Lamb, he coaches us up good enough to know what we're doing out there and keep any return to contain, no matter how good they say they are. But it's not going to happen again.
That really put the game out of reach. Matt Bushman, though, in the end of the third quarter, down 45-12. The crazy play here resulted in a BYU touchdown. The defender deflects the ball, but it ends up in the hands of Matt Bushman. One more look at this crazy play. Bushman with 6 catches, 89 yards, and a score, but it was a humbling afternoon in Provo. BYU falls 45-19. They travel to Toledo next Saturday, 10 a.m. kick.
Way too many mistakes on all 3 phases for us to really have a chance against a great team like that. Doesn't work out that way. So, you know, as much as we try to gain momentum, it seemed like Washington had an answer, or we did some things that didn't really help ourselves. And so looking forward to getting to the next one and learning from this and getting better, but we didn't execute well enough, and it's my fault. My fault as a coach. I got to get these guys ready, and so whatever I got to do to get them ready so that we have a high execution level next week and that we play in our style of football.
Accountability from Coach Satake. Southern Utah continues their tough schedule at 3rd-ranked South Dakota State and FCS. Too many mistakes to beat a team this good on the road. A 27-yard pick 6 for the Jackrabbits. Just 1 of 4 in the red zone. The Thunderbirds host Cal Poly in their Big Sky opener next Saturday. Snow Badgers taking on Iowa Central. Braxton Kerr with a touchdown, and then Shama Luani, a 20-yard touchdown run to give the Badgers the lead. Snow College goes on to beat Iowa Central 30-20 in Ephraim. The play of the day in college football, Pitt trying to upset 15th-ranked Central Florida, down 34-28 with 1 minute left. The play call is Pitt special. They execute it perfectly. And with that, Central Florida's 27-game regular season win streak comes to an end. The craziest finish of the day, Cal at Ole Miss. Ole Miss trying to rally, down 8 with time running out. Ole Miss thought they scored a touchdown. They wanted the Pac-12 refs to look at the replay and stop the clock. They didn't. The clock keeps going. With the ball marked down at the 1, Ole Miss has to try the quarterback sneak as time expires, and they were denied. SEC is not happy about this one. 23rd-ranked Cal now 4-0. Real Salt Lake trying to keep a hold on a playoff spot in the tight Western Conference standings. Just 7 points separate second place through 8th place. Only 7 teams make the playoffs. Just 4 matches left. Entering tonight's clash at Gillette Stadium with the New England Revolution. RSL earns a crucial point tonight with a scoreless draw. The Revs came close during this sequence, but RSL is able to clear the ball. RSL now comes home to prepare for a home match with Zlatan and the Galaxy Wednesday night. Royals also fighting for a playoff spot, hosting the league-leading North Carolina Courage at home. The Royals weren't as fortunate. This is how their night went. This ball was meant to be a cross, but found its way into the net. Jaylene Hinkle with one of 3 Courage goals. Royals tied for 4th and final playoff spot with just 3 games left. Could the NHL ever land in Utah? Could this state support an NHL franchise? Los Angeles Kings legend and current president Luc Robitaille could see it happen. He loves bringing the Kings to town for a preseason game. And he did it again for the 2nd straight year. The Salt Lake City hosting the Canucks and the Kings. That's Trevor Lewis, 2-time Stanley Cup champ and Utah native. He was in action tonight, back for his 12th season with the Kings. Utah native Richard Bachman trying to make the Canucks roster. The Canucks take a 2-1 lead when Tyler Graovac buries the breakaway. Just seconds later, the Kings even the score. Michael Amadio with a great play. In the second period, Trevor Lewis with an assist on the Kings' second period goal. Ben Hutton with the slap shot. 10,000 fans watched the Kings win a preseason game over the Canucks. So, yeah, why not? We'll be right back.